What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I just wanted to, I don't have a show tonight, so I thought I would just get on here. The topic is hot. The topic is hot. The topic is hot. I can't say it more than that. The topic is too hot, actually. It's too hot, actually. It's gotten racial now, and I've been open since the beginning on my thoughts on this subject. If you tune in on Instagram, I'll let you know up front. If you tuned in on Instagram, come on over to YouTube and I can see your comments. If you're tuned in on Facebook and YouTube, I can see your comments right here. But I'll have to come over to Instagram to see your comments. Y'all share this video, y'all, because this is, in my opinion, this subject is very, very important to the health of this country. Very important to the health of this country. Very important to very important to race relations in this country. I mean, because it's all racial now. I don't think it had anything to do with race. I'll start off this interview like that. And I'll mention it again. I don't think this had anything to do with race. It's about race now. But the day this stuff went down, I just think it was two kids that let their emotions get the best of them, and one is not here anymore and one's in a lot of trouble. So talk to me. Let me know your thoughts on this subject. Christina, Rosella, hey, Christina, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will be accepting phone calls. I have a phone line. The phone line's right up under your nose. I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts. This is a no judgment zone. Whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're Asian, whether you're Middle Eastern, I don't care. I just want to know that I'm not crazy at this point, because let people tell it. There's all kinds of information out here letting us know clearly that Karmelo is innocent. To me, I'm going, where's all this information at? Because I've looked everywhere. I've listened to everything. You know, he got jumped. I don't see anything in the media. And I know, before I get jumped, I know the media doesn't report everything, but the media is good at one thing. If something comes out that clears somebody or that incriminates somebody, we're going to see it on NBC, national, international news. We're going to see it on local media. Oh, breaking news. And they're going to let us know, new testimony from somebody that incriminates or that clears his name. We're not hearing any of that. So why I'm being called crazy and not looking at the facts, and that's all I look for is facts. I'm a media outlet. I'm not Fox News. I'm not those kind of people that mislead people. I try to look for the facts only. So my thoughts are these. Karmelo went there with a knife, first and foremost. He wasn't supposed to be there. I don't care if it was a school, a track on the school premises, or a community event where they were running track. It does not matter. They were running track. First of all, he brought a knife. All right. Second of all, he's sitting in somebody else's tent. Okay. Not a big deal to me. Hey, bro, what's happening? You want a Coke? You want a water? If that was me. But for whatever reason, they didn't want him there. I don't care if he was stealing. I don't care what was going on. They didn't want him there. They asked him to leave. He refuses. And then starts telling them, and this is the reports. I haven't seen anything about they were beating him up and at a 225-pound guys. I would have stabbed him too. And this is what I'm hearing. But in the reports, it's not saying that. If it was saying that, I'd agree with you. That's 500 pounds of man that's about to attack me. I might pick up a brick or a knife or a gun myself. But the reports aren't stating that. The reports are stating that Austin, God bless his soul, approached Karmelo and said, hey, you need to leave. Whether it was a scream and a holler, whether it was a scream and a holler, or whether it was a whisper. I don't know. I wasn't there. He refused to leave and told him, touch me if you want to, right? Touch me if you want to. Hit me if you want to. The whole time, he knows that if he touches him and hits him, he's going in his backpack. He gets the knife. That's why everybody's saying premeditated. But here's what I think is going to happen. All of you with this self-defense thing, before I say this too, thank you, Don Arellano. Thank you. Facts. Before I get into this, before I break this down in my thoughts, you're more than welcome to call in at the call-in number right there at the bottom of the screen. I do have a call-in number. And Instagram, I cannot access your comments. I cannot access your comments from my software here. I can't access your comments. So I would have to go out of this stream and into Instagram to see you. But anyway, here are my thoughts. Here's what's going to happen. All of you who are with the self-defense thing, that's out of there. Self-defense is gone, yo. Self-defense is gone. This ain't no Uncle Tom type stuff. This ain't no Uncle Ruckus type stuff. This ain't no I hate my own kind stuff. It ain't none of that. Y'all share the video for me and subscribe to Real Talk 100 Radio LLC for me. I'll start going live more often now. I've just been drowning in work here lately, but I'll start going live again. Hello, Don. Hello, Don. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all share the video for me. Share the video for me and subscribe to Real Talk 100 Radio LLC. Now, here's what I think is going to happen. Instagram, come on over to YouTube. Subscribe. Like. Comment on everything I have to say. This is a no judgment zone. We're just talking about the Karmelo case. He got out on bond yesterday. Here's what I think is going to happen, y'all. Self-defense is gone. Gone. What's going to happen is whenever they go to trial, they're going to shut that talk down. There's no self-defense. The only way, in my opinion, that he could plead self-defense and win is if there was deadly force coming back towards him. Then he could plead self-defense. But you're the only one that's administering deadly force. And you want to scream self-defense. It's not going to work, y'all. Black, white. I'm getting a lot of feedback from people saying, oh man, you're against your own kind. No, I love my skin. I love my skin. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. I've been wrong before too. I come from the streets. I come from the hoods of Fifth Ward, Texas. Dad moved us to Spring, Texas. I ended up graduating out here in Spring, Texas in 1988. I don't hate my kind at all. But I've been in trouble. And I know, folks, from being in trouble and sitting beside people that have been in his position, he's out of there, y'all. He's out of there. There's no way a jury, the DA, and a judge is going to say, okay, he's not guilty. Excuse me. There's no way they're going to say he's not guilty, first of all. And second of all, they're not going to listen to this self-defense stuff. Not a grand jury, not the main jury, not the judge. Nobody is going to fall for that because there was no deadly force being shown towards him. Okay? Number two, here's what's going to happen at the end of it all. So now he's back to, since self-defense isn't going to work, now he's going to go back to the murder one thing. Just like I said, that's not going to happen for him with the self-defense. It's not going to happen for the DA either for murder one, because they're not going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that he thought about this prior to the incident. They're not going to be able to prove that without a manifesto. If you don't know what a manifesto is sitting down and writing it out. Like you see on some of these movies, I'm going to blow the building up on September 11th. And after I do it, I'm going to catch a plane and go back, writing out step by step what he was going to do the day of. If they don't have that, and they don't have him confessing to, yeah, I wanted to do it. I've been thinking about it for a week. Murder one is gone. So what's going to happen is they're going to make him plead to something of a lesser charge like manslaughter or second-degree murder. That's his only choices, y'all. All of you, black, white, Hispanic, whoever you're thinking about, whatever you're thinking his position is, you need to just be, dang, I didn't add the phones, y'all. I didn't add the phones. My bad. All right, the phones have been added. Dang it. All right, the phones have been added. If you'd like to call in on Instagram, Facebook, from Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, the call-in number's at the bottom of the screen. It's 832-560-2885. Donna Orlano says leave the color out. Exactly. Leave the cover out. Leave the color out, y'all. I mean, this is not a black issue. See y'all are tuned in. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject. It's not a color issue. Y'all are turning it into a color issue. It's not. You know, well, when the white guys do it or the white women do it, they get away with it. Okay, it goes case by case. I know from being behind bars, I know a lot of blacks who got away with it too. I even know some that actually did the crime and bragged about it. I did it and still beat it. So black guys and black women. So we can't keep going with this. Well, what about Rittenhouse? Well, what about this person, that person? They was white and they got away with it when they had a weapon. If I'm not mistaken, Rittenhouse, I don't like this. I don't like him. I'm trying to censor myself during this show, but I didn't like him. I didn't think it was his business to travel however many miles he went to be at that event. I didn't like that, but he was there, according to reports, to protect people's properties, their gas stations, their small businesses. He was standing there, according to reports. Now, I don't know what happened, so don't attack me on this one. I don't know nothing about it. All I know is reports say he was there protecting people's properties. He was there with his gun, of course, and was attacked. He tried to run. He ran. They ended up pulling guns on him. And at that point, according to reports, is when he opened fire. Okay, to me, that's different. According to reports, I'm an according to reports guy. And according to reports, Karmelo does not have a chance. He ruined it. He ruined it. He ruined every chance he has. Instagram, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Big Omega, thank you for tuning in, Big Omega. You have to come over to YouTube, Big Omega, if you want to comment on this subject. Everybody, please share the video all over the world for me. I'd like to know everybody's thoughts. I'll summarize what I've already said. Karmelo Anthony will not get off on self-defense. There's not a chance in the world that he gets off on self-defense. Secondly, I said that this has nothing to do with hating my own skin color. This has nothing to do with, hating the black race and being an Uncle Tom and being all that. This has nothing to do with that. This has to do with the facts. I've been in trouble. I've been behind them bars. I see how cases go. I've seen how cases go. And he's out of there, y'all. The only way you can get away with a self-defense plea is if that person who's attacking you is administering deadly force. They're at a track meet, y'all. They're at a track meet. No deadly force was being administered. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that he could have fallen down. He could have gotten his skull kicked in. But according to reports, that was not happening. He wasn't falling down. He wasn't getting his head kicked in. None of that. They were just ushering him out, pushing him, touching him, whatever, asking him to leave. That is not deadly force, people. If Austin Metcalf had a baseball bat or even a pair of the spikes, the steel spikes that you run track in, metal, whatever they are, even if he had a pair of those and he was threatening to hit Karmelo, I think stabbing him to death would have been a little bit too steep for me. But I could probably understand. Okay, he was swinging at my head. Look at the bruises and scratches all over my face, officer. He was beating me up with them spikes. What was I supposed to do? I could understand it at that point. But we saw the mugshot. The entire world saw the mugshot. There were no black eyes. There was no broken jaws, broken noses, no scratches, no abrasions, no nothing. How are you afraid for your life, sir? That's what they're going to ask him. Because he touched me. It's all he said so far. That's all he said so far, y'all. He touched me. I told him not to touch me. And I see all the comments out in the world, everybody saying, you're going to learn to keep your hands to yourself. Because I walk up on you and touch you, you're going to kill me. You're going to kill me. We're having words and you say, don't touch me. And I go, you're going to kill me? Or I push you. Let's say Austin pushed him. You're going to kill me because I pushed you? No, that's not the way it's supposed to happen. If I'm coming at you with deadly force with a baseball bat or something, or a gun or a knife, yes, I would be totally on Karmelo's side. It would be Team Karmelo over here. But that's not what was happening according to the reports. Y'all, please like the video. Please share the video. Please comment and please call in if you disagree with me or you agree with me at that number right there. And subscribe to Real Talk 100 Radio LLC. I'm going to start going live much more often. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all are very quiet. I don't know. I see you here. I see you on Instagram. I see you on YouTube. IVP_Rolling Stoned joined us on Instagram, and Instagram is quiet as well. What do y'all think? Let me know. Let me hear it at 832-560-2885. I don't think self-defense is going to work. He's going to end up having to plead. They don't have a preponderance of the evidence to convict him for murder one. They don't have it. Mr. DA, Mrs. DA, they don't have it, y'all. That's all I can give you from someone who's been behind bars before and has seen many court cases. The defense, the district attorney does not have a murder one case without a manifesto. I said this earlier in the broadcast. A manifesto is like you see in some of these movies where they write it out. They have diagrams. Okay, I'm going to hide under this building. I'm going to hide behind this bush. I'm going to hide the knife here. That's a manifesto. If they find a manifesto, he's out of there. They can get him for murder one. If he confesses, they can get him for murder one. But as it stands right now, they can't get him for murder one. They can't prove beyond reasonable doubt that he planned this for a day, or 2 days, a week, a month, a year. They can't prove that without a manifesto or a confession. So far, there's no confession. All he said was, I did it. But he was just saying, yeah, he touched me. So, yeah, I did it. It's not alleged. I don't blame him. I would have been running my mouth too. But here's what's going to happen. I said it earlier. He's going to end up with a lesser charge of either manslaughter or second-degree murder. I don't know. I'm not a judge. I'm not a DA. I'm just telling you from my experience, this is what's going to happen. Y'all are quiet. I guess everybody's trying to stay out of the way and not cause any waves. I don't care. I don't care about causing waves. I'm here to tell the truth. From my standpoint, I'm here to follow the truth. I'm not here to mislead anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to be judge and jury, but the topic is so hot. The topic is so hot. I can't help but discuss it. I'm not seeing the speaker. Where's the speaker? Okay, there it is. I'm not seeing why are the blacks and the whites against each other now. All I'm hearing is, well, Rittenhouse did it. No, that was an entirely different case. Rittenhouse didn't do it. According to the reports, Rittenhouse was up there. I didn't like Rittenhouse at first, and I really still don't, because he travels halfway across the country with this high-powered rifle. He gets there, and I'm finding out more now than I did back then. Back then, I couldn't stand Rittenhouse. But the reports, according to the reports now, Rittenhouse went all the way over there to try to protect people's property. You know, they were breaking in people's small businesses and houses and looting and all this. So Rittenhouse was supposed to be up there as security. He goes up there and he gets attacked. They chase him down. They chase him around the block, wherever they chased him. And he ends up, supposedly, according to the reports, he ends up getting attacked or beat up or kicked down or whatever happened. And that's when he opened fire. That's what the report said to me. That is deadly force. I mean, you got a group of what? I don't know, 5, 10, 20 people that are about to attack you and kick your head in. I get it. I get self-defense in that case. I do not get self-defense when you have 2 kids. One is ushering one out or pushing him out or touching him or whatever was going down. And you kill him? I don't agree with it. He will not get self-defense. Man, y'all quiet. I just knew y'all was going to be talking to me tonight. But just underscore Judy is tuned in on Instagram. Great points, says IVP underscore Rolling Stoned on Instagram. IVP Rolling Stoned on Instagram. If you'd like to call in, the call-in number is 832-560-2885. Hey, welcome to the show. How can I help you tonight, caller? Please turn your TV down or your monitor down, please.
Hey, how you?
I'm all right.
I think all they got to do is try to say that he was fearful for his life. But you know, how do you fear for your life? All of this fight. I don't know about it, but if there was a bunch of guys in there and they acted like they were going to jump them, but I don't think that they're going to be able to pull off no self-defense. That's pretty tough. But all he has to do is say that he was fearful for his life. I don't think that has to actually an attack.
All he has to say was, I'm trying to make sure I hear you correctly. All he has to say was he was in fear of his life.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the definition of self-defense. You're in fear for your life. I don't think that necessarily it involves necessarily someone coming at you with a weapon or something. I mean, if you think they're going to hurt you, then you have the right to defend yourself. But I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm hearing from YouTube. Thank you, Miss Ivy Cucaniello. Ivy Cucaniello says it's echoing bad. And Don Arellano says he's echoing bad. Okay, we're working on it. I'm sorry. We thought we had it fixed. Okay, back to the caller. I think it's going to be much more. I think you need much more than that, caller.
Yeah, I think you're right. You got to prove that there was a reason to be in fear of your life. That actually might have been because I had my speakers turned up at first. I should have turned my speakers down. I should have turned my computer down before I called in.
Oh, okay. How's the sound now, Miss Ivy and Don? Is it better now? He says his speaker was too loud. Let me know in the comments. I think he's going to need to say much more than, hey, I was in fear of my life. Okay, Mr. Anthony.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's going to have to prove why he would have been in fear for his life.
Yes, sir. So what do you think about what I said about the manslaughter? I don't think they have the preponderance of the evidence. I don't think they have enough evidence to get him on murder one. I think it's going to be manslaughter. Or
yeah,
second
I
degree?
don't know. I think it's a toss-up. I think it's a toss-up. We'll see.
Don says it's a little better. Yuri said, caller, please hang up and call back. Is what?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is at first I had my speakers turned up. I had to turn my computer down before I called. I should have done that before I called. Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Well, you have a good day, Malcolm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Y'all share the video for me all over the world. Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you for calling in, caller. You're more than welcome to call in with your thoughts tonight on number one. Is Karmelo innocent and he was only defending himself, or will he have to plead to a lesser charge of manslaughter, second-degree murder? Because hopefully everybody agrees that there's no way they're going to convict him for murder one without a manifesto or confession or a confession. There's no way, in my opinion. Just from me being, halfway, I got a lot of street sense. I've been in the streets for most of my life. Not bragging, just saying. I'm not speaking by just grabbing this out of my ear or out of the crack of my behind. I've been there in situations, and I've also witnessed others in these situations where I kind of know when self-defense is going to work. Murder one is out of there too. Just like self-defense is out of there, murder one is out of there as well. He's going to have to plead to something like manslaughter or second-degree murder. Gated Beats has joined us on Instagram. J. Cristal has joined us on Instagram. IV Rolling Stone is still with us. Big Omega is with us. Y'all are mighty quiet. I need to know people's thoughts. Don Arellano agrees with me. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Outside of that, y'all, I just wanted to get on here tonight and touch on it before I leave the office. I usually leave about 5 o'clock. That's in 30 minutes Central Standard Time. It's 4:29 in Houston, Texas right now. Actually, I'm in Cleveland, Texas. It's 4:30. I just wanted to get on here before I leave tonight and talk about this, because every time I open up Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, everybody's talking about it. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And I don't listen to all that. I don't listen to all that hearsay and you have these people doing these, what do you call that? When you mix a feed together, you might have the news behind you and you're juxtaposed in the middle. Your image, you got a green screen or something, I guess, in the back of you, and your picture is right here going, see, they're talking about it, right? Yeah, I forgot what you call that. Anyway, a split, or I forgot what you call it. But anyway, well, maybe coming in. No, Don. We'll have that show tomorrow from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock tomorrow, Don. That's when we'll have this show, everybody. If you'd like to tune in on our regularly scheduled programs, this is what Don is talking about right here. The After Dark with Malcolm and Maybe uncensored show where it's all about controversial issues. We talk about them here on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. But no, that'll be tomorrow night, Don. Tomorrow night is when we'll go live with that. I'm just doing this solo tonight because I wanted to talk about this case. Every time I open up social media, bam, there it is. There it is in my face. So you're welcome, Don. Don May comes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you, IVC. May, okay, I talked about that. About to get out of here. If nobody has anything to say in rebuttal of what I'm talking about or in agreement to what I'm talking about, if you'd like to disagree with me or call in, the call-in number is scrolling right there at the bottom of your nose. It's 832-560-2885. This light is hot. I tell you that. This light is hot. I got to turn that bad boy off. I'm sitting here sweating to death. But that's my thoughts tonight. It's not going to be premeditated murder, Mr. DA. It's not Mrs. DA. It's not going to be premeditated murder. Y'all get that out of your minds too. Those of you who are riding with Karmelo, it's not going to be self-defense. Y'all can hang that up too. They can't convict him of premeditated murder or murder one, so they're going to approach him to accept a lesser charge and plead guilty or non-contest or whatever, and that lesser charge is going to be manslaughter or second-degree murder or some other charge. But premeditated murder and self-defense is gone out of there. Karmelo messed that up. That's my thoughts. That's really the only reason I got on here. For those of you who are arguing that this is a black and white thing, it is now. It's a black and white thing now. But that day at the track meet, I don't think it was a black and white thing. I think it was just two kids. It don't matter what color it is. It was just two. It could have been two black kids. It could have been two white kids. And one of them could have had a knife. So I'm not making this, he was black, so he was trying to kick him out the tent or trying to oppress him. And no, I'm not going there. I've been at track meets. I ran track meet my whole life until I got in trouble. If somebody don't want you sitting in their tent, I'm just supposed to leave. If I went to Klein Oak High School like I did, and I go and sit in Klein Forest tent, they gonna tell me to leave too. And Klein Forest is well, I don't know about now, but Klein Forest was all black school back then. Well, predominantly black school. Now, I knew everybody. I know everybody on every team in the district. But my point is, if they ask me to leave, and I'm a black man, a black kid back then, it's either leave or we were gonna fight. Bottom line, we're gonna fight. Ain't nobody gonna die. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna die. So that's my whole point. It's not black or white. We all need to unite, man. It needs to be more unity in the community. A child lost his life, and another child is about to lose his in some shape, form, or fashion. I don't think he's gonna get life. I think he's a first-time offender, and they're gonna slap him on the wrist. Even though it's manslaughter or second-degree murder, they have what you call adjudicated probation for first-time offenders. And what adjudicated probation means is, okay, Karmelo, come on in here, spend 6 months in jail, get out on 15 years of probation. If you come back in this courtroom, Mr. Karmelo, we're going to hang you. Not hang him from a tree or nothing racist like that, but they mean drop him in the grease. That's what my lawyer told. That's what my judge told me. If I see you again, you get adjudicated probation this time. I'll give you a slap on the wrist. But if you come back in my courtroom, I'm giving you a lot of time. And that's how I ended up with a bunch of time. I ended up with 30 years and ended up doing 18 years on it. So that's what I think is going to happen to Karmelo. I think they're going to make him plead, or his lawyer's going to say, okay, you need to go ahead and plead guilty or no contest to manslaughter or second-degree murder. And they're going to give you 6 months in jail or no jail time at all. And they're going to give you adjudicated probation, or they're going to give him some time. I don't know. I'm telling you, my whole premise of this video is to tell you that everyone thinking about self-defense sticking, y'all need to stop. Just stop. And on the other end of the spectrum, all y'all thinking about, oh, it's premeditated murder. It's premeditated murder. Y'all need to stop too. Without, if the investigators find a manifesto or Karmelo confesses, then and only then will they get murder one. They're just trying to scare him up right now. But they don't have murder one. According to the reports, they don't have murder one right now. And they're not going to get it without a manifesto. For those of you who are just now tuned in, you're more than welcome to call in at 832-560-2885. It's on the bottom of the screen. Please hit that like or love button 1,000,000 times for me. I'm trying to get used to this going live thing. I haven't gone live much by myself. I always go live with other people on a show. So I'm trying to get used to this going live thing. So this is really my third time probably going live by myself. So y'all hit that like or love button a few times for me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Y'all subscribe to my page. and y'all tag other people to watch with you, because I want everybody's comments. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. This is a no judgment zone here. I'm not, as you see from my comments, I'm not really on either side. I just want to bring some unity to this thing, some balance to this thing. That's why I'm running my mouth, because all the premeditated murder, sit down somewhere. They don't have premeditated murder without a manifesto and or a confession. Get that out your head. Number two, self-defense. If there was no deadly force coming towards Karmelo and they can't prove that it was, y'all need to cut that self-defense side stuff too. I'm just being straight up. I don't care. Either way, if he gets, I'm sorry, I didn't see you comment. Let me check this comment, and then let me check Instagram. Samante Love, thank you for tuning in. Y'all go follow Samante Love. He's a hell of a music artist, y'all. Movers and Shakers is in the building. That's a podcast. They're in here. Then we have Miss Lattimore. Miss Lattimore lives in Houston, Texas, and she likes to travel. And we've been to Miami. And hey, anyway, I'm going too far. I'm reminiscing. Miss Lattimore, hey, to you and your husband, Gated Beats, Jay Cristal, all of you are more than welcome to call in at any time at 832-560-2885. Okay, let me get to these comments. I think you're right on both things you've said lately. One being that what business is there in the bringing any kind of weapon to a school or related events, to school-related events? I agree with that, with what you're saying on potential conviction levels. Thank you, David Garland. Thank you. Karami, I hope I didn't murder your name. Karami says, all of us need to put ourselves in the shoes of the parents who lost their child. What could you want the outcome to be? What would you want the outcome to be if you lost your child at the hands of another? Okay, great question. If this was my child and I lost my child to the hands of another child, right now, I guess, all I can say is I would want justice for my child. I would want justice for my child. My child didn't have a knife, wasn't holding a knife or a gun on you, young man. This is what I would probably say. You know how they have the defense, the defenses. You know how they have the victim statements. This would be probably as close to my victim statement as I could come, Miss Karami. Hello, Mr. Karmelo Anthony, sir. I feel for you. I feel for your family. But you didn't have to take my son. You didn't have to take my son. You didn't have to do that. Hey, I can see if my son had a gun on you. I can see if he had a knife on you. I can see if he had you on the ground and he was choking the life out of you. I can see if he had you on the ground and, like everybody's saying, I can see if my other son was holding you down and Austin was kicking your head in. But that's, according to the reports, that ain't what happened. That is not what happened, according to the reports. Now, I'm all for if some other reports come out and that was happening, hey, I might switch sides. But according to what we're saying, what we're being told, that didn't happen. And you know as well as I do, if something came out like this, some evidence came out like this, you already know what NBC News is going to do. Da, 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 da. Breaking news, and we have some evidence. Oh, and they were clicking on him, and here's some footage right here. TMZ would be all over it. You know what I mean? None of that happened according to the reports, y'all. So you got the pronunciation right. Thank you, Karami. I got it right. I'm notorious with my guests that come through here. If you have an odd name, I'm notorious for murdering people's names. So thank y'all for tuning in on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook. The phone lines are open for anybody who disagrees with me, for anybody who agrees with me. You're more than welcome to call in at 832-560-2885. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Instagram, you're mighty quiet. Ready Made Music. Y'all go follow Ready Made Music too, man. He's hot. He's a hot artist, a hot rap artist in Houston, Texas, is joining us right now on Instagram. Ready Made Music, Samante Love, Movers and Shakers, Mrs. Lattimore, Gated Beats, Jake Cristal, Just Judy, and Ivy P. Rolling Stone. Thank y'all for tuning in on Instagram. Right now, I have talked about some things. If you don't know what I'm talking about, call in and I'll let you know. But this is all about Karmelo Anthony, young Karmelo Anthony, and Mr. Austin Metcalf. That's what we're talking about. Mr. Anthony got out of jail yesterday and somewhere around Dallas. I don't know if it was in Frisco or in Dallas. He got out of jail yesterday on bond. They reduced his bond from $1 million to $250,000. I think that's fair. You know, I mean, what kid's going to afford $1 million bond? I get it. People are saying he deserved that $1 million bond because he took somebody's life. Okay, this is his first offense. He's not a flight risk. You know, it's first offense. He's not a flight risk, and it's kind of questionable. Was it premeditated? Was it murder? You know, I think he deserves. I think, hey, judgmental Poogie Cat. Hey, there she is. I think he deserves his freedom for now. But I think at the end of the day, after trial, I don't know if they'll let him out with a slap on the wrist and some probation, a slap on the wrist with a little bit of time, or what. But I'm hoping this is what they do for him, because this is what they did for me. Now, I messed my opportunity off. I messed my opportunity off at 18 years old, at 19 years old, excuse me. I messed my opportunity off. Here's what I want them to do for young Karmelo. Give him adjudicated probation, deferred adjudicated probation. What that means is, okay, you screwed up, young man. You screwed up, so I'm going to give you whatever. I'm going to give you, say, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but it's adjudicated. That means that we're going to release you today, or tell you to do a week or 3 months or 6 months. That's what they did to me. I got time served for like 3 or 6 months or something like that. They let me out with a slap on the wrist. Okay, you got 10 years. I think they gave me 10 years. So Karmelo Anthony, we're going to sentence you today to 10 years. You're free to go home with your family. They sent me home with ankle monitors and all that. My stupid self ended up messing up. I messed up. I don't even think it was a year later. I ended up going from 10 years. I came back with a bigger charge, a more violent charge, and they convicted me and sent me to prison for 30 years. I ended up doing 18 on it. I think that's what they're going to do to Karmelo. Y'all are saying he's such a good guy, such a good student. Don't ruin his life. Well, I think they're going to give him a chance. Plead no contest or plead guilty to manslaughter or second-degree murder. We're going to give you deferred adjudicated probation. We're going to give you time served for the 2 days you did in there, the week you did in there, or sentence you to 180 days or 60 days or whatever. We're going to let you go home. We're going to let you resume your life. But if you come back to this courtroom with another case, we're going to hang you out to dry. That's what they did to me. So I'm speaking from experience. Okay? That's what I think is going to happen, because they can't prove murder one. It was not self-defense. Now, if it was murder one, he'd get time. We already know that. I don't think it would be the death penalty. Now, I've seen people comment talking about death penalty. Death penalty. They're not going to sentence that kid to death. They can't prove beyond reasonable doubt with a preponderance of evidence that it was premeditated. So y'all hang that up. He's not getting the death penalty. Self-defense is out of there. He's either going to get he's either going to get manslaughter or murder 2 or second-degree murder, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Now, for those of you who are looking at me like, man, look at this black man talking about, man, you hate your own skin. Now, I covered this earlier, but I want everybody to know I don't hate my own skin. I love my own skin. I love my people. But sometimes we don't think, man. We don't think, man. We don't. And we need to start thinking and stop blaming the white folks. Stop blaming the white people for what happened at the track meet in Frisco. Stop that, man. Stop that. It wasn't their fault. It was them kids' fault. Oh, hell, his kids, his parents should have raised him better. I think they raised him pretty good, just like mine did. I hate to keep using me as a reference point, but hey, after my father moved us out of Fifth Ward, he moved us to the suburbs. I had a pool around the yard, I had a fence around the yard with a pool in it, 2-car garage, 2-story house, living out in the suburbs, and I screwed it up. So don't say that parents, we ate at the same table for dinner. Hey Nina Estrada, hey. We sat down. I had 2-parent home. It's not always the parents. The parents do their best, but it's us. It's the kids. It's their kids that are rebelling and living 2 lives like I did. I was a saint at home. At home, I was the preacher's son. My dad was a pastor. I was junior deacon. I was on the usher board. Oh man, I was almost a perfect child. But when I left that house, I was a demon. And you can't blame that on my parents. When I got in trouble, it was 10 police cars around my parents' property. My parents' property still sits there today. I'm not going to say where. If you're on here and you know me, you know where it is. But my parents own the corner. My parents own the corner house in the neighborhood. The corner house. So whoever's leaving or coming into that neighborhood saw them 10 cars. Do you know how embarrassed my parents were? Standouts in the community, leaders in the community. My dad owned his own church. My mom was the first lady. And here I am, preacher's kid, in front of them. But when I left that house, I was a demon. That might be the case with Austin, but it's not black and white. Stop that. Stop that. This is 2 kids that got into it, and one unfortunately lost his life. One kid both kids made terrible decisions. Austin should have gone and gotten an adult. Hey, he's from a whole different high school. We don't know him. That's what Austin should have done, in my opinion, when it got violent. When he started saying, touch me or hit me, Austin should have said, nah, man, I don't want to hit you, man. I just don't want you in my tent, man. And went and got an authority figure, either a security or a coach or somebody. Hey, this guy's hanging out in our tent. We don't want him here. And I think that's what should have happened. Your mother is embarrassed to see you. Really? I'm a black supremacist. What in the world? What in the hell is a black supremacist? What is a black supremacist, y'all? I ain't never heard that one. Clapping them cheeks. Ain't nobody clap my cheeks. I don't know what you're talking about. Listening to this guy is like listening to people at Big T talk politics. I get 20 seconds in and turn it off. All right, Mike, we'll see you. We'll holler at you. You ain't got to tune in. I'm gonna say my piece, just like everybody around the world is saying their piece. You're more than welcome to call in with your thoughts on the subject. I don't know everything. All I'm doing here is giving my viewpoint from a guy that used to be a street dude, and I have a little more courtroom knowledge, how courtrooms operate. Yeah, you got some dirty judges. Yeah, you have some dirty police. Yes, but I don't think that's the case as of yet. I don't think when I first heard of Rittenhouse and all them people, I hated Rittenhouse. But after I heard the reports, I come to find out that Rittenhouse, at first I'm mad. Rittenhouse, why the hell did this white dude travel all the way across the country with an AR-15 or whatever he had? Why? And then kill some people. I'm mad, right? Then after the reports came out, I found out that he was up there trying to secure properties from the looting that was going on. And they attacked him, and he fired back in self-defense. That's why everybody's making comparisons to Rittenhouse. I don't think it's the same thing. That was deadly force. If a group of 10, 5, 10, 20 people are attacking you, you can get away with self-defense. But one guy, as the reports are stating, one guy is touching you or shoving you or whatever. One guy. That does not, you don't return with deadly force when somebody is touching you or pushing you. So cheeks clapping is better than his hate speech, than this hate speech. Well, go watch some cheeks clapping then, Mike. I like cheeks clapping too. I'm not a black supremacist. I love black folks. I love white folks. I love Hispanic folks. I get along with everybody. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a black supremacist. I'm a black supremacist, and I'm sitting here saying that Austin shouldn't have died. Austin should not have died. How am I a black supremacist when I'm sitting here saying that Karmelo, who is the black guy, should not, first of all, have brought a knife to a damn, I'm trying to censor myself and talk sensibly. The Karmelo Anthony, the black guy, should not have ever, number one, brought a knife to a track meet, whether it was a community track meet or a school track meet. That knife should have never been there. They were there to win gold medals and things, not gold medals, silver medals, bronze medals. How am I a black supremacist when I'm saying Karmelo won't get life sentence, but he won't get self-defense either, and he will get something in the middle like manslaughter or second-degree murder? How in the hell am I a black supremacist? You don't know what you're talking about. Judgy Pujacat says, I was the perfect kid. My sister, smoking, drinking, hanging out with 18-year-olds at 15. My sister was the same. My sister was 5 years behind me, Judgmental Pujacat, and she was the same. I was the black sheep. Pray for Puff Daddy, the king of rap music. Yeah, he needs a lot. He needs a lot of prayer. Clapping cheeks, clapping them cheeks. Listening to this guy is listening. Okay, I already read that one. It's all good, baby boy. It's all, or baby girl, whoever you are, go and watch some cheeks clap. And I'll be happy for you. I'll be right here cheering for you. Because every man should like some cheeks clapping. Judgmental Pujacat says grandma was an ex-nurse. She volunteered for the school, Sunday school teacher. Like, you can't always control kids. No, you can't. You can't. I was a prime example. They tried to control me, and I would wait till 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning and sneak out the bathroom window, and steal the car. I would put the car in neutral and back it out the driveway in neutral and get in the street and turn it on and go on about my business. And they'd get in the car in the morning and be like, big booty jiggling black boy. Somebody just trying to run me hot. Ain't nothing weak about me, man. Ain't nothing weak about me, man. Ain't nothing hoish about me, man. I'm giving my 2 cents on a topic, and you get on here hating. This is what's wrong with the world. Everybody talking about black folks and white folks. Now, I don't know if you black or white. I don't know if you're Mexican. But see, this is why the world is messed up. I'm on here speaking positively about a very popular issue in the world, and you get on here with some big booty jiggling black boy. First of all, I'm a man. Second of all, I got about this much motherfucking ass. Excuse me. Damn, I said I was going to censor myself. I got about this much booty. So, second of all, I'm a man, a grown man. And third of all, I don't think you would be saying this standing in front of me. That's third and foremost. Free Luigi. Just a SHIT talker and got on my feed. It's all good. Y'all share some likes, share some loves, share the video. Hit that like a love button 1,000,000 times for me. Share the video all over the world. Tag some other people who are irate about Karmelo Anthony getting out of jail. Tag some people who are irate about Austin Metcalf getting his life taken. Tag some people who are adamant about Karmelo Anthony being innocent. And I want to talk about it for at least 15 more minutes. I got to get out of here and get to the house. She's clapping. Your grandma in slavery. Oh man, this dude here is you're just trolling. It's good. It's all good, Mr. Mike or Mrs. Mike, whatever you are, or Tranny Mike, whatever you are. I don't know what you are, but you just on here trying to troll, man. You look like you sneak out the bathroom window. Yeah, I did. My sister didn't even sneak. She just walked out. My jaw dropped every time. Now, my nuts wasn't that big. My dad knew martial arts, and he would kick my butt. My nuts wasn't that big. Black excellence. That's not popular. Let me see. Let you see what? Oh, big booty stud. Okay, somebody trolling like a mug, boy. You can't run me hot, man. Not tonight. Not tonight. There's nothing to be mad about. It's obvious that you on here just to talk noise and run me hot or something. I'm not gonna get hot. I might say the wrong word without censoring myself, but I ain't gonna let you run me hot, man. As you see, I ain't no hater either. I need Jesus. So do you. So do you on here trolling people, trying to run people hot. You need Jesus just more than I do. Calling me big booty black boys and all of that crap you talking, man. You need Jesus too. Matter of fact, why don't you get over here and you are a sinner and you need to repent. All of us do. All of us are sinners and need to repent. You right about that. See how cool I am? I respect you. I respect what you're talking about because you're talking the truth. You're talking the truth now instead of trolling. But no sin is greater than the other. I'll say that as well. No sin is greater than the other. So because you sin differently doesn't mean your sin is better than mine. So let me leave this dude alone or this woman alone or this tranny alone, whatever it is. Yeah, my sister. Okay, I already said that about Judge Pussycat. Okay, phone lines are quiet. Hit that like or love button for me. Tag other people to watch the video. Subscribe to my page and get ready for more shows like this. Normally, we go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right now until my shows build back up. I just moved locations. I moved to another location. I moved from Houston, Texas. To Cleveland, Texas. So I'm trying to get everything back on track. But this is our only show right now. It's very, very provocative, very controversial. And it comes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. It's called The After Dark with Malcolm and Maybay Show Uncensored. We are more than welcome to call in right now on topic or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night from at 8:30. Excuse me. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night from 7 to 8:30 at 832-560-2885. You can call in right now on topic if you'd like at 832-560-2885 and talk about Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. I just wanted to get here and get it off my mind because that's a good one. Judgmental Pussycat is in Waco. Everybody else, let me know in the comments where you're tuned in from. I'd love to hear where you're tuned in from. I'd love to hear where the video is being shared to. Y'all share the video for me. I'd love to wake up in the morning and have comments and thoughts and prayers and hashtag unity all in my YouTube comments because more people are watching the video. But this video right now, if you don't know what the hell you've gotten in the middle of, is talking about Karmelo Anthony and talking about Austin Metcalf. I've said it already. I'm more than welcome. I see people steadily tuning in on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So I've already said it already, but because you're just now getting here, I'll repeat it again. No, I'm not mad about Karmelo Anthony getting out of jail. He's a first-time offender, and I think he's not a flight risk or anything like that. They put an ankle monitor on him, so I think he's good to go home until trial at least. Now, once trial comes, I do not think the DA has a chance at premeditated murder. I don't see that happening. Much love from Los Angeles, California. Much love from California, says B. Thank you, B. Thank you. Share the video in California for me, B. Everybody else, let me know where you're tuned in from too. But back to Karmelo and Austin. Once he goes back to court, the DA, I'm telling both sides of this, the DA is not going to have any chance at premeditated murder. Y'all just don't even worry about that. That's scare tactic number one. Now, just like the DA doesn't have a chance at premeditated murder, Karmelo doesn't have a chance at self-defense either. So what's going to end up happening is the DA is going to say, okay, you're right. I don't have premeditated murder. You didn't write a manifesto. We searched your mother and father's house. We searched your backpack. We searched your car if you had one, and there was no manifesto. If you don't know what a manifesto is what you see on these movies where or these plots to blow up communities or blow up high-rise buildings, and they look in the assailant's car. They look in the assailant's car and they find, okay, I'm gonna hide on this roof. I'm gonna hide under this bush, and I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna ambush him at 3:00, and then I'm gonna open fire on him. That's a manifesto. If they don't find a manifesto and or get a confession from Karmelo, they can hang up this murder one thing, but they're gonna hold it over him to scare him up, to see if they'll get him to write a manifesto and confess. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Karmelo meant to take Austin's life. I don't. I think he just wanted to hurt him and scare him up. And as luck would have it, it hit him in the heart and took his life. I don't think he sat around saying, I'm going to kill him. No, I don't believe that. So I don't think they're going to be able to prove that in the court of law. So what's going to happen is they're going to say, okay, you're right. I can't prove this was premeditated, Karmelo. So here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to offer you a deal. We're going to give you manslaughter or second-degree murder. We're going to either let you go today, or we're going to give you 30 days, 60 days, 180 days in jail, give you time served, slap you on the wrist, send you home with adjudicated probation, deferred adjudicated probation. If you don't know what deferred adjudicated probation is, Google it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to summarize it for you now. Deferred adjudicated probation means we're going to slap you on the wrist today. We're going to give you a little rope to hang yourself. We're going to send you home. If you get convicted of another felony, a misdemeanor, we're going to give you the max. We're going to give you the max. Today, we're going to give you 10 years. We're going to give you 5 years. We're going to send you home with time served with 180 days, 60 days sentence. We're going to send you home with a 10-year sentence. But if we see you again, Mr. Anthony, we're going to give you 30, 40, 50, 60 years, especially if it's another aggravated offense. I've seen it with my own eyes. It happened to me. It's happened to a lot of my friends. And it's happened to guys that I don't even know in jail. That's what I believe is going to happen to Mr. Karmelo Anthony. If you disagree with me, no matter where you're tuned in around the world, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this subject. Mike is the only one commenting here, and I'm not giving him, her, or it any more of my time. Let me know if you disagree with me. I see your faces. You're here. You're tuned in, but you're not talking. At least share the video. At least subscribe to the page. At least hit that like or love button a few times for me. All of these faces in here, and there's only 3 likes. Let me know. Put some mad faces up there if you don't like what I'm talking about. And no, I don't hate my black race. This could have been the white guy killing the black guy, and I'd be right here saying the same thing. Right here saying the same thing. I said I hated Kyle Rittenhouse. I couldn't understand why that MFer came all the way across the country just to kill people. But after the reports came out, I'm like, and they're still talking about it now. I went back and I read some of the reports now, and they're still saying, hey, he drove all that way to help protect America, help protect small businesses. And the crowd, the mob ended up threatening him or attacking him. I don't know the whole story. And he returned fire. He protected himself. He felt threatened. It was a mob of 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 people that were either attacking him or threatening to attack him, and he opened fire. In that case, if that's the way it happened, as the report said, he has a reason to fear for his life. But at a track meet with one other kid that's ushering him, excuse me, damn, that's ushering him out of the facility, out from under the tent. Now, if him and his brother were attacking him, I might give him more chance at getting self-defense. If that testimony comes out that, oh, they were kicking my head in, something, I would give him some kind of credit. I would give him a chance to get premeditated murder. Dang, I screwed my camera up. All right. I would give him a chance at premeditated murder if that happens, if that testimony comes out. But as the reports stand right now, no, self-defense ain't going to happen. And premeditated murder is not going to happen either. You're more than welcome to call in if you disagree with me at the number that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. It's 832-560-2885. Mike, you can comment the rest of the night. I'm done with ignorance. I'm done with all your ignorance, man. You on here to hate or troll or whatever. I ain't got time for that. I'm a grown man. Instagram, you're mighty quiet. Facebook, you're mighty quiet. The only comments I've gotten tonight are from YouTube. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I got to get home. I got to get something in my belly. I just wanted to touch on this subject tonight from my perspective. I've heard perspectives from women. I've heard men's perspective. I've heard whites' perspectives. I've heard blacks' perspectives. I'm not touching on all of this fake news, all of this stuff, people trolling like this dude, Mike, or this woman, Mike. I'm not into all of this listening to everything. I want the facts. You ever notice most of the time when TNT goes live, it's factual. I'm listening for the facts. I had somebody last night. I said, why are you against Karmelo? Why are you against Karmelo when the facts are in your face? What facts? Well, they have witnesses out there. They have videos out there where people are testifying. You know what she sent me? She sent me one of them splits, one of them blends. I forgot what you called it. I'm new to mixing videos where you have where I'm in the middle of somebody else's video and I'm listening to the testimony or whatever they call that. She sent me one of them with a social media with a content creator on there saying, listen to this, y'all. And the whole time they're talking in the background. And, that kind of, man, I'm not listening to no content creator when it comes to somebody's life. I'm not doing it. So the premise, the whole reason behind this video is I just wanted to get to the bottom of it with those who are in my circle. If you're anywhere around me and you see me, we need to talk about it. I don't care if you're black or white. I'm not with this. I'm against all the white folks because the white kid, the black kid did this and all that, and they're oppressing us. And I don't think it was oppression. I think it was just two kids that happened to be black and white. It could have been two blacks, y'all. It could have been two blacks where the black dude is saying to the other black dude, hey, man, you don't belong in this tent, man. Go on about your business. And it would have been black on black crime and all that. So now because it's not black on black crime, y'all gonna make it a race thing. What nobody trying to oppress nobody. If they did not know him, like the reports are saying, I'm getting mixed reports too. Some reports are saying they knew each other. Some reports are showing them pictured together. And other reports are saying they didn't know each other. Some reports are saying they knew each other. Some reports at the beginning, I haven't heard them lately. At the beginning, oh yeah, they took a picture together. Oh, Austin said something to his girlfriend. I'm not listening to all that hearsay. I'm not listening to it. Now, if it comes out that Austin, and I believe his name is Hunter, the twin, if they have been bullying him for years, okay, I might open my eyes a little more. But according to the reports that we have all heard on all of the news outlets, I don't care what you Google. Google is not talking about it. TMZ is not talking about it. I don't listen to it. And if I go to Fox News that likes to mislead people and they're on there all on one side, I'm gonna pick and choose what I listen at. on Fox News. Be very careful on some of these news outlets. I'm not stupid. If a news outlet is leaning all to the black side, watch it. Something wrong with that. If a news outlet is leaning all to the white side, watch them. Something wrong with them. But if that news outlet is right there in the middle and they're balanced, and they're saying, okay, this is the good side on the black side, this is the good side on the white side, and this is the bad side on the white side and the bad side on the black guy. And now let's reach a decision in the middle, a balanced decision. That's a good news outlet, and that's what you have here. My name is Malcolm Jackson. I own Real Talk 100 Radio LLC, and it's nothing but real talk here. That's all that you'll hear come out of my mouth. You're not going to hear a lot of what's that word? Conjecture. Conjecture means that you're just shooting in the dark. You don't have no facts. You'll never hear that from me. I will go with what's been reported every time. I will never tell you nothing fake. I will never tell you nothing but real. So I thought I would get on here today and give you the real from my perspective. Y'all have been real quiet, but it's time for me to go get some food in my stomach and get ready for bed in about 6 hours, I guess. Judgmental Pudgy Cat says, to me, it all shouldn't have happened. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Shouldn't have ever happened. Kids need to learn to pick their battles and handle it like we used to. Judgmental Pudgy Cat, I made a post. I don't know if you're my Facebook friend yet, because I'm sure you're not Judgmental Pudgy Cat on Facebook, but I made a post on Facebook, and then I'll get to the rest of your comment. You know, back in the day, you know, we used to go up on it. If we had a track meet or a football game, we used to go up on behind the bleachers. Or we used to go behind the schoolhouse after school or during school and fight. So I agree with you on that. I mean, come on, let's fight. I don't care if you clicking on me. I'm finna try to beat both of you up. But I'm just old school. That's how I think. I do understand that times have changed, and these kids either don't know how to fight or don't want to fight. So don't attack me on that. I get it. Times have changed. But back in the day, I don't care if you 500 pounds combined, y'all better know how to fight. Y'all better know how to fight, because I can fight. You feel me? So kids need to learn how to pick their battles and handle it like we used to. Also, why was he there? Why were they there? Why didn't it matter? The kid was hanging out. Why did it matter that the kid was hanging out? I don't get that either. Maybe they had issues before, so they didn't want him there. Maybe he had on, what was the name of his high school memorial? I forgot their high school names, but maybe they were just like, dude, I know it's raining, but this is our tent. This is our tent. You're not supposed to be up under our tent. And that's how it usually is. If you don't know nobody, and I went to Klein Oak High School, and I don't know nobody up under Klein Forest's tent or Klein High School's tent or Klein Kane's tent or Cypress Creek's tent or Kingwood's tent, whoever's at the track meet, and I just go and sit down, they gonna probably tell me to leave too. But I pretty much knew everybody. I was fast. Everybody wanted to beat me. I wanted to beat them. It was a good rivalry. It wasn't no hate. So everybody knew me. So I could pretty much go to any tent I wanted. But if I don't know you and you just gonna come proper and sit down, no. So I don't know why he was there. I don't know the whole story. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. So maybe our school was different. I think it was. To me, they don't know how to fight and they let it go. To me, they don't know how to fight and let it go. They let that pistol go. That's all these kids want to do these days. I am actually, I have my own FB page. Okay, Judgmental Pudgy Cat. You're more than welcome to call in tonight, y'all. I'm about to end the show, but the comments started coming in once I was about to end. There are so many questions. To me, it shouldn't have happened. So let me concentrate on you right quick. No, this crime shouldn't have happened. If you're just now tuning in, I see y'all tuning in still, Rocky Black, H.C. Kent, Ready Made Music. Y'all go follow Rocky Black from West Texas. H.C. Kent is I'm not sure if he wants me to say this. Let me know if I said the wrong thing. He's a school teacher and a music artist in Houston, Texas. Ready Made Music is tuned in on Instagram too. He's a music artist in Houston, Texas. And Samante Love is tuned in also on Instagram. Y'all are mighty quiet. I'd like to know who disagrees with me and who doesn't. Who agrees and who disagrees that Karmelo Anthony should definitely have gotten a reduced bail. $1 million for a first-time offender is ridiculous. Yes, it looked like murder at first. But here's to my second point. It's not murder, y'all. It's not premeditated murder at all. If they don't have a manifesto and or a confession. Y'all get that out of your head on that end of the spectrum. Number two, y'all forget this self-defense stuff too. Because if it was self-defense, Austin would have had something deadly in his hands or hitting him hard enough or kicking him hard enough to make Karmelo fear for his life. According to Karmelo's own words, he shouldn't have, he touched me. He pushed me, he hit me. Okay, that's not deadly force. And if you talk to any lawyer, any reasonably minded lawyer, they'll tell you exactly what I just said. If deadly force is being aimed at you, you can aim deadly force back and then claim self-defense. Yes, you can. But if nobody has deadly force aimed at you, you have no right taking their life. So now that I've covered those two topics, let me know if you disagree or agree with those two topics. And then last but not least, he's going to end up, I just told you that the DA will not get premeditated murder without a manifesto and or a confession. So Karmelo will not get self-defense. But the DA will say, okay, you're right. Mr. Anthony, you're right. Come on back here in my office and let's talk. You're right. I don't have you on premeditated murder. I can't prove that you sat there and thought about this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. You're right. But I can prove that you took that young man's life. I can prove that there was no deadly force coming towards you when that happened. So, since you did take a life and even admitted that you took a life, I'm going to sentence you to 7 days, 30 days, 180 days. I'm going to then give you deferred adjudicated probation and send you home with a manslaughter charge with time served in 7 days, 30 days, 180 days. That's how I see this happening. And I will close on that thought. This has been Malcolm on my own radio station. It's called Real Talk 100 Radio LLC. You can follow me on all social media platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even LinkedIn. You can follow us on Google as well. And tomorrow night, we will be back live with the After Dark with Malcolm and Maybay Show Uncensored. This is the flyer, official flyer right here. This show is always controversial. It's always controversial. It's always provocative. It's always full of shit talking. And it will be uncensored, unlike I was tonight. I tried to censor myself as much as possible tonight, but there's plenty of shit talking tomorrow night. And the conversation will be controversial. You're more than welcome to join us then. But tonight, it was just me wanting to get it off my chest because every time I open up YouTube, every time I open up Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, everybody's talking about Karmelo and Austin. God bless Austin's soul. He shouldn't have died. God bless Karmelo's life and his family. I feel for them. I don't think Karmelo meant to take anybody's life. I think he meant to scare him and hurt him, though. I think he meant to send a message. you're gonna stop effing with me. I think that's what the message was. And I think he sent it well, a little too well, in my opinion. Austin should not have passed away because he touched me, because he hit me. The only way Austin should have lost his life was if Austin had a knife or gun, was kicking his head in. Maybe even if they were clicking on him. Maybe even if he was getting jumped and he felt like, oh man, I can't breathe. They're smothering me. I need to strike back. But according to the reports, that didn't happen. According to the reports, they were standing straight up. So how? This is what the judge is going to tell him. Here's what the DA is going to tell him. Please explain to us. According to the report, you all were standing straight up and he touched you, correct? Yes, sir. He punched you, correct? Yes, sir. Well, how was your life in jeopardy, sir? Can you please explain? Well, they jumped me. Okay, where are your witnesses, Mr. Anthony? This is how the judge and the DA are going to handle him. I'm going to end it on that note, y'all. Y'all hit that like, love, or hate button as many times as you want. Just hit it. 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 Tag other people to watch the video on Facebook. Tag other people to watch the video on YouTube. Share this video to inboxes on Instagram. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this subject. We'll continue to talk about it throughout the week up until trial if you'd like. Just hit me up in the comments and let me know. We need to talk about this more. Blacks, whites. I'll even bring you in on the show. I think I can bring in three people at a time. I'll even bring you in on the show and y'all can share it to your friends and share it to your family and say, hey, I'm about to be on a radio station's platform. We can talk about this subject. But y'all subscribe to the page. It's Real Talk 100 Radio LLC. With that note, I bid y'all good night. Bye-bye.
Wouldn't it be great if you can manage and read your mail when away on business, on vacation, or abroad? Want to know exactly what's in your P.O. box without calling or getting in the car? Worry about theft of mail and packages when you're not home? Are there times on the internet when you would love to have another address or phone number to use instead of your home address and personal phone number? Looking for a convenient way to scan and store documents? We can help. Introducing the Complete Digital Mailbox, now available from our store, powered by iPostal One. It's the new way to manage your mail and lots more, all in one place, 24/7, from anywhere. Your mailbox address at our store works like any street address. When your mail arrives, we take a picture of the envelope or package, upload it to your account, and notify you. You log in with any computer, tablet, or smartphone, and with just a click, tell us what you want to do with each item, such as open and scan to read or store a document, forward letters or packages, shred or discard unwanted items. We do the rest. Add a phone line to forward calls and listen to voicemail messages, receive a fax, even deposit a check. Create folders to stay organized and securely upload documents to archive in the cloud. Email is built right in too. You'll love the ease, convenience, and security of your personal complete digital mailbox at our store, powered by iPostal One. Stay connected 24/7. Save time. Safeguard your mail. Store documents and protect your privacy. Sign up today.